Welcome back, Vikings. The Monday stream. And we're going to pluck away at Final Fantasy XII. We just got Zeromus and Chaos. Put both of them on Ash. Oh, wait a minute. We got a new Esper here. I didn't even look to see what this Shamalama Ding Dong gave us. So, let's take a look. It's in a book. Rainbow! 1, 2, 3, 4. There appears to be 4 more Espers. I don't know if I'm going to go after them. Alright, so here's the deal. Archer gets access to heavy armor 10, 11, and 12. If they get Shamalama Ding Dong as a summoning. Now, kind of interesting. Black Mage gets heavy armor 7, which is Steel Mask and Mirror Mail. Mirror Mail obviously putting up Reflect every time. Bushi gets Shield Block. Huh. Which I already got. What's up, Himpy, America? Knight gets Potion Lore 2. Got a feeling I probably already got that one. I do not have Potion Lore 2. I'm not sure if I really need it. Machinist gets Hand Bombs 3. Monk gets Potion Lore 3. Red Battle Mage gets White Magic 7. Which is Cleanse and Isunya. So I am torn between giving my Archer heavy armor 10, 11, and 12, or giving the Red Battle Mage access to Cleanse and Isunya. I don't know, bro. That's a really tough call. Don't know if it would cause any problems with her using a bow. Look at that strength boost. 9 points. Massive defense boost. Pretty good speed boost. Like 2 points. That's pretty... And Pinello's all the way up to Kiraga. She has Raise. It would flush her out pretty well as a white mage. She wouldn't have Kiraja. You want to get Protectga, Bravery, and Faith, or Confuse. But look at how flushed out she would be. God, she'd be pretty good. Are we being good to that pupper? Oh, he's getting primo treatment. The dog is ridiculously spoiled. See, the fact that I didn't get haste. I'm thinking the answer is giving white magic to the red battle mage. Reason being is I don't have another Maximilian to throw on Fran right now, so we don't get immediate use out of it. Also, she doesn't get hit that often. Kind of stays in the back. Though I'll probably be upgrading my tank's armor soon, so there will be a Maximilian free. Oh, man. Alright, what are you guys thinking? Oh, man, I need some coffee already. An archer and heavy armor, or more spells for the heavily universal Canelo. Double up on something you need. Yeah, or do I make Fran... Here's the thing, giving her Maximilian, yeah, it makes her more resilient, but it also increases her damage, because her attack... her strength goes up. Wonder... Let's see here. FF12 bow damage versus guns. What are the calculations? Alright, here we go. We're getting into the math of it. Primary stat for a dagger, ninja sword, bow is speed, but the secondary stat is strength. These stats are divided by a 218 after multiplication, not 256. So that is... The bow is speed, which her speed and strength both go up with the Maximilian armor. So we're increasing her damage in two ways with the Maximilian armor on a bow. Guns, measures, and healing rod and rod of faith ignore defense altogether. They take the attack value times a random value of 1 to 1.125 and square the result. However, these weapons have no statistical bonus, so they're best used by lower level and statistically inferior characters. Therefore, they do not receive a primary and secondary stat growth over time, so at higher levels, the gun is inferior to the bow. We've known this, but that means the bow is based on strength and speed. That means that she would actually very greatly... Our damage would get a significant... Because she gets a 9-point strength boost on the secondary stat, which is the math for the bow is 1 plus. So it's 1 plus, and then bracket, primary stat, which is speed, plus level. So for her, it would be like 39 plus 60 times, so those numbers added, times the secondary stat, which is strength, divided by 218. Okay. What's up, Goatslayer? Do you have a mage using a big sword? Why not an archer wearing heavy armor? Break all the stereotypes? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's do this. Let's actually pulling up a calculator right now, and we're bringing up a notepad right now. All right, you guys ready to get nerdy? This is what this is all about. I love this shit. Okay, so this is how much of a damage increase. Not even talking her survivability increase if we do this. Okay, throwing her on Maximilian sets her strength to 67 from 58. Okay, so it goes from 58 to 67. And then her speed goes from 39 to 41, okay? So if we calculate out her damage right now she's got the damage of 1. Okay, so we're gonna have to do the math over here. So 1 plus parentheses, speed plus level times strength divided by 218. Does he actually mean 218 or does he mean 128? Because 256 is a multiplier by the bit system, but is 218? It's not. I think he meant to put 128, and I think he typoed. Can we all agree on that? He typoed? Because 218 is not... 8 is not a factor of 218, but it is a factor of 128, and all this stuff's based on 8-bit systems, so... Okay, so... Speed plus level. Right now, her level is 60, plus her speed, which is 39. So that means we got a 99 in there. Okay, and then we're going to multiply that by her strength. So that's going to be times 58, okay? And then we're going to divide that by 128, which means that her attack value right now is 44.85. That's her attack power. That's what the actual damage ends up being with her bow. And then I think attack power is taken and multiplies that? Does that seem right? Or 4,081, that's about what her damage is. Yeah, so that makes sense. And then, like, you get armor reduction and stuff like that that brings it down. So, if we then do it with the Maximilian stats in place, okay, so, and actually it's 45 because you got to add 1 to it. So if you put her Maximilian, so her speed is going to be 41, okay, plus 60, times a new strength of 67, divided by 128, giving her a new damage of 52.86. She's getting a more than 25% damage increase by switching to Maximilian. So let's re-ask that question. This is still a really hard choice, because here's what's happening, right? Do I give Fran a 25% damage boost? Or do I make an actually pretty good B team out of Vaughn, Balthier, and Pinello by giving her Cleanse and Asunya? Because then, with the Asunya Gambit put on Pinello, I don't need to switch back and forth between Ash and Pinello. The Vaughn, Balthier, Pinello team can fully play and probably level up to where the Fran, Bosch, Ash team is. It's hard to say. I'm having a hard time making up my mind. I'm gonna be honest. I'm checking the other Espers right now. That one's pretty straightforward. Just do it? Alright, I'm gonna make it real simple. Do I put Fran the Archer in heavy armor, increasing her survivability, but also increasing her damage by roughly 20%, and therefore doubling down on my A team, which is Fran, Bosch, and Ash? Or, that doesn't happen. She's already great on her own. We're just gonna make her even more broken. Right? She's already doing pretty good damage and has great survivability because she's never in the thick of it, because Bosch is always tanking. Or do we give Pinello access to two white magic spells, which is Cleanse and Asunya the big one, which would make her an actually very viable healer, meaning that the B team, Vaughn, Balthier, and Pinello, can stand on their own. They don't need Ash anymore. And I can actually level up the B team, and I have two effective teams. Or do I leave the B team for dead and double down on Fran being a goddamn monster, and Bosch being undefeatable, and Ash being a heal monster? So double down on the A team. YOLO it? God, I love the idea of Pinello having Cleanse. I really do. Can I get another Maximilian armor? And soon. Hello, baby. Oh, you got me coffee?
There's no coffee in it.
What do you mean there's no coffee in it?
Coffee. What in it?
Can you do a half shot? Is that a thing? Oh my god, this is so good. Yeah, leave it alone. Yeah, I'm good. You gonna go through the math here and figure out exactly, is it better to give the Shimhazi Esper to Fran the Archer and increase her damage output by roughly 20% because her primary stat and secondary stat, being speed and strength, being multiplied by the damage calculation, gives us a 20% boost? Or do we actually give the Esper over to our battle red mage / black mage, giving her cleanse and Isunya, therefore making her a more effective healer, meaning that the B team can come out and be almost as effective as the A team? Or do we double down on the A team? Are you going to sit here and make those decisions while I bring in the groceries?
Yes, and I think it should be the second. That benefits 2 teams.
Okay.
Instead of 1. That's
here,
better.
Here. No Cam.
Okay, please take the pumpkin spice away from me, though. Because I'll eat it.
Okay.
I don't even like seeing myself.
You're not even on screen anywhere. What are you talking about?
Okay. Fine. We're fine. We're all fine here. Okay. So...
Alright, make your case to the chat. Sell them. You remember this guy right here? This is Mike.
Oh, yeah.
He fights your owl. You know him.
Hey, Mike!
Sell it. Sell it to iMember.
Him and I are probably going to disagree on this. I bet you anything. I think we should give it to the healer. Because if we're benefiting 2 teams and then we can bring in the B team because our healing's more efficient, we can keep them up. That seems better than just trying to go balls to the wall and then putting all our eggs in one basket the other way. Yeah? Okay. I thought you'd take the contrary argument just to be contrary. I think just one team can use it at once, right? Well, or does it matter, like... do we get to pick teams? But if we have a B team, then we could... that we're allowed to bring in and we can use that healer with the B team as well, then we're more efficiently leveling up 2 teams because we can keep them up while they're just itty-bitty and soft. Well, I mean, you can go all in on the first team. I mean, a good healer's not a bad thing to have. But if the healer's lending support overall to more than one character, it makes more sense, I think, for overall. And if you wanted a B team to level up too, because I don't know how this works, but I'm imagining, like, if you have different fights where you pick different teams, you go in with different people, and then your B team, you have to go in with them and they fucking suck because you can't keep them up and you can't level them up because you don't have an effective healer. Like, that doesn't make sense. But I really don't know how this works. He's just kind of throwing me into a situation where I'm spitballing here. That's just my outside opinion. My playstyle, though, I just go completely inefficient, and I put all my eggs in one basket, and just go out there and hope for the best, and yeah, totally screw myself out of any balance. That's my playstyle. I'm just like, I'll be lucky. I know it. I feel it in my bones. Whee! Yeah, I YOLO. I YOLO all the time. iMember knows. Knows how I play. They're like, you can't get that close. You're a clothy. And I'm like, watch me. I'll be lucky this time. I'll throw a prayer. I'll get a boon. How do I assign... Wouldn't this be funny if I actually made the change for him and I actually assigned this before he got back? I bet he'd be pissed. Oh my wand. Oh my god. I'm gonna use that in our next D&D session this week. Hold my stuff. Hold my tome. Oh man. I hope we have the opportunity to play together again when we do the next campaign. We'd have so much fun. I swear to God, I've gotten so much better with my playing, so I can be an efficient member. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. I might keep the same character that I'm rolling with now because I love her so much. And she just makes so much sense to me. And I think it would be really fun if you played that. You could play Ragnar again, I think. Or if you want to do something different, that's fine. But I do miss Ragnar. It'd be cool to see him in another campaign. You tell me.
What's the decision?
Well, I know what my decision is, but I actually don't know a lot about the game and like how that actually plays into it. So, if I have a healer that I can devote to 2 teams or no, or I rebuild my teams every time I go on a mission. Like, how does this work?
These 3 are A team right now because they ended up being the best characters.
So these are your main Pokemon.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Fran's an archer.
Okay.
Bosch is the tank. Ash is a white mage, so she's the healer. Okay?
Yeah. I love all these names. Very edgy.
Now, Vaughn and Balthier. Vaughn is like a ninja / samurai.
Yeah.
So he fills the role that Fran does as the primary damage dealer. Balthier is a monk, which gives him high HP, and an Ulan, which just means pole arm user.
Uh-huh.
Which makes him heavy armor and basically another tank. Like Bosch.
Okay.
Then Pinello, she's a red mage / black mage, which means she's normally like a damage dealer.
But, alright. But specifically...
I'm answering the question right now. Listen.
Oh, okay.
Red battle mage is a kind of jack-of-all trade mage. They know a little bit of everything. But they're missing some key features. White mage goes all in on the healing spells. Particularly Asunya, which is the spell that takes off negative status ailments. Red battle mage can't get access to Asunya. If we give her the Esper, she'll get access to Asunya. She'll be almost as good of a healer as Ash now. That means B team, currently not viable, becomes viable.
That's what I...
And then A team, or I double down on A team, and I put Fran in fucking plate armor.
Okay, you're just like not listening to me though. I can switch up my teams and like reorganize them anytime I want, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well then it makes sense. Because then you don't have you need something to carry so that the B team, like, the gap doesn't get too wide between A and B. Then you're fucked if you have to take them on a mission or something like that. And they're unbalanced. Then you just...
So you're saying go for versatility or give the archer some fucking plate mail?
Okay. My playstyle, I do absolutely what's most inefficient. But what should you do? You should go for balance. But if you want to go really hard in and just put everything into your Charizard and fuck it when you get to the, to the water gym, that's fine. That's what I would do. I would just hate F my way through everything.
Hate F? This is not a Christian stream.
I know, but I actually...
This is not a family Christian stream.
When I heard myself say that the other day, I'm like, I don't think that's an appropriate thing to say anymore.
Hate fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, we hate fucking this channel all the time. we're about to hate fuck the end of this game.
Now it hits the ear wrong, and I'm like, oh, I think that's a bygone age.
Do not PC my channel. Get out of here.
I'm just telling you how I feel.
Do not give us a conscience. Now. Stop. Get out. You're giving us a conscience.
All right. Bye.
No political correctness here. Okay, chat. We're gonna hate fudge the bad guys. we're going to strongly dislike vanilla squares them in the face. But only if it's consensual. And they're in the mood. And they got a napkin nearby.
Cause it's gonna get fucking messy.
Sorry. Alright, I've made no decisions. Do we double down? You support the Dragon Rage Charizard option. I kinda do too, it's just... Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Fran's gonna wear some goddamn armor. Yep, here we go! Okay. Who here's beaten 12? Serious answer. This will actually decide it. If the game makes me play all 6 players and makes them split up, then yes, we should give the white magic to Pinello. But if I'm never going to be put in a position where I got to split up my party and they all have to be strong individuals, party split up FF12. Do you ever have a forced party or split? You will never have a forced party or a split once you have all 6 members. That means, ladies and gentlemen, we're going with Operation Hatefuck. It is appropriate. Hatefuck is not... It's not an attacking thing. It's when you and your consenting partner just got done having a fight, and you guys gotta have sex right after the fight. That's a hate fuck. That's an angry fuck. It's a hate fuck. Like, I fucking hate you. Come here. That's what it is. Alright. Alright, now that means let's strip Balthier, alright, of Maximilian. And let's put it on our main bitch. Fran! Alright. Fran now has... See, let's compare. What was her attack power before? It was 91? Well, it's 91 right now. Still 91 if you do that. But we did the math. This is a 25% increase in damage. And she's also hardier and harder to kill. With the same delicate little rabbit booty. Have you seen Fran? Here, let me show you a picture of Fran. It's going to be hard to pull her up. You made a... She's the very first of the character race that you made in Final Fantasy XII.
Oh yeah, I made one.
With Vera. That's Fran. She's the first of her kind. But she's got a little rabbit booty. Boop. Boop. Heavy armor. Same rabbit booty.
They really make her wear a thong?
No, it's like hot shorts. Why? Why do you always elbow my monitors? Wife. Alright, that was a really hard decision, so let's save. In actuality, it didn't take any time at all to make that decision, or to implement it. I just took forever making up my mind. Yeah, now she got like all that big armor and shit. Stand behind it. And Fran. I think it's a good call. Alright, let's see if we can buy any more items after we got out of that nasty dungeon we were in last night. See, I can I can sell anything over 3 on these accessories because you can only have 4 people in your, or 3 people in your team at a time. You know what I mean? Only got 1 archer, so why do we got 2 sets of arrows here? This is the one I was watching for there. Alright, that should give us a bizarre hit. Give us a bunch of bizarre hits. Gigaskier, that's good. Okay, cool, cool, very cool. No, bro. You get a damage boost off of magic power. I mean, you can have the Koga blade back. Is that a two-hander? Ninja blades, ninja swords are two-handed weapons. Did not know that. What was the thing that gave him... It just happens so often. What happened?
This for like a nowhere sells it.
Paprika?
Smoked pepper. The whole little.
You're very excited about smoked paprika, ladies and gentlemen. There was an immune to silence. Alright, so we're all good there. Why wouldn't you? I don't know. He's super excited about smoked paprika. Alright, let's talk to this dude.
Ships in the water. Send fishing dories if need be, I care not. Glossair engines are as good to us as sky to a fish. Leave what boats have foundered. I want souls saved, not driftwood. Our armada ran afoul of bad water near the Ridorana Cataract. All engines stopped a sudden. Becalmed. Trouble with a mist thick as death, it seems. Those seas are yacht. I expected airship trouble, not a fleet foundering amidst the waves. Tell me of what happened in Girovegon. From the lay of your eyes, I measure all did not go well. Cid. Was he false, as I feared?
Yes. But we may have caught a glimpse of his true intent. We may now know what it is that Cid searches for.
So the day-affected Nithosite was only a fragment? And these Ocuria I know not and care to know even less.
If we strike this Suncrest with the Sword of Kings, no new stone may be born. We say the Suncrest is the source of all Nethosite's power. If we might break it, the Dusk Shard would be as a thing lifeless. As for the manufactured Nethosite, who can say?
There is another way. We used the Treaty Blade to cut a new stone from the Crest. Use that to fight the Dusk Shard and the manufactured stones.
Would you like to know the best use of Nethosite? Will or nil, I'll tell you. You pick it up and throw it away.
Either way, we have to find the Suncrest first, right? Don't we? Across the sea, and a tower on a distant shore. Read this?
Familiar words, Vaughn. I saw something of the sort written in some documents I chanced upon during my visit to Draklor. The Naldoan Sea, the Ridorana Cataract, and the Pharos Lighthouse. I sent my fleet to fish out the truth behind these words, and caught trouble.
Then proof is ours. This lighthouse on the Naldoan Sea is the tower on the distant shore. The strong mist that becalmed your ships is a grimmer yet clearer sign than any we might hope for. The Suncrest is there.
All well and good, but how do we get there? Those seas are in yacht, as I recall.
Try putting this one in your ship. 'Tis a sky stone made to resist yacht.
More spoils from the Draklor labs, is it? Why not use it yourself?
That's just the thing. My ship's a Bergerben model. It will not work. But should it fit the Strahl, she'll fly in yacht. Lady Ash, I would accompany your highness, if you do not object.
I am in your care. But tell me one thing. Why do so much for us?
The Nabudis Deadlands.
Nabudis was your home?
Nay, but a memory forever burned in my heart.
Oh shit. Is it Phil Lamar? It could be, dude. Phil Lamar does a ton of voice acting work. Fans of the channel who have been through the history of gaming Metal Gear would know him as Vamp. I first knew him from Mad TV. And he was the package guy on Mad TV, and he was funnier than shit. I'm pretty sure that was him, right? The UPS joke that they did on Mad TV. I'm pretty sure that was Phil Lamar. In the old Justice League show, yeah. Phil Lamar's done other Final Fantasy stuff for sure, so it very well could be him. It does sound an awful lot like him. English voice actor Phil Lamar. Confirmed. Good ear. I didn't even catch that. And usually I'm calling out voice actors left and right. Great guy, met him a few times. Dude, sick. I never met him. But I've always liked him whenever he's been, like, on a thing and, you know, whenever they've had him out of character, like, doing a behind-the-scenes creating of, any of that kind of stuff. Taking a read here, seeing on the guide what we want to do. Alright, so it sounds like we're headed back to Robin Ostre. You know, let me check the armor and weapon shop, make sure I got everything that I can get here. Well, thank you guys so much for answering the poll that I put up in Discord and on Twitter. It's really good. It helps. Oh. It helps me an awful lot. I can't tell you how hard it is to go live when you don't feel like you have a focus or a goal, you know? Not knowing what you're gonna stream. Like, God, it's so hard to go live when you just don't know what you want to stream that day. And you guys answering those polls really helps me feel confident in my decisions. And feel like, yeah, it's totally worth like playing that, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not a waste of time to boot up Final Fantasy XII today. And it also gets me excited because that means that my passion project, the History of Gaming series, I'm guessing that everybody voted, a lot of people voted for us to double down on Final Fantasy because I assume we want to get through it so we can get to Final Fantasy, or Legend of Zelda History of Gaming. I'm gonna buy it because I got the money. Worth. Now, do we do it for him? Yeah, I think we do. Because magic makes Bushi's, so samurai in this game, hit harder with their samurai swords. I just got him a new samurai sword. We got him some new... His magic power's up all the way to 74. Kind of a shame. I wish I would have known this. And I could still fix it because we're playing the Switch version. I could swap some things around. How would I have done it? I would have put Bushi with maybe Black Mage? Shikari with Red Mage, maybe? There's only 2 other with Culture as yourself, as you voted for Earthbound. I have tried to play Earthbound multiple times. The first time I sat down to play it, I screwed up somewhere, and I just got trounced by the first boss so bad that I was like, yeah, no. Like, this is an uber hard RPG. It's not really that crazy hard of an RPG. I don't even know what it was that I missed and didn't understand mechanically, but there was something I was missing. And the second time, it was Toxicoli's birthday, and I let her pick the game, and she wanted to play Earthbound. That's where 2019's Clip of the Year came from. Let's go ahead and remind you all that I give you years of content. Okay? I give you years of content. And then when you go to pick the game of the clip of the year for 2019, you guys end up picking something where Toxic Lily was funny and not even me. See how it is. When I play, I think I'm going to restart again, and then for my favorite thing, I think I'm going to say anal, so that it will be Psy-anal.
What are you gonna do for your favorite food? Eat some ass and go to bed.
Eat some ass and go to bed!
Moms know these things.
That is the funniest fucking thing. Eat some ass and go to bed. But yeah, I would like to actually sit down and see if I do Earthbound. I actually want to do Mother 1, 2, and 3. I actually want to get like one of the, because what do we get? Wasn't it like Earthbound Beginnings or something like that on the Wii U? Which is Mother 1, but we never got Mother 3. But you can get repro, like game. There's like a repro Game Boy Advance of Mother 1, 2, and 3. Because Earthbound is Mother 2. And we never got an original, like, American release of Mother 1. But then, like, they did a game called Earthbound Beginnings on the Wii U, which is Mother 1. I'd want to play all 3 of them, if we're going to sit down and do it. I think Chrono Trigger's pretty high up there, too. I mean, Earthbound is good, but I mean, Chrono Trigger just as good. And I've gotten probably like 30 hours into Chrono Trigger on the DS version, and then I quit playing it. But now I have it complete in box with manuals and inserts for the Super Nintendo, and I figure we bust out the Super Nintendo, throw that on a FrameMeister, pump that into the capture card. See, for me, I feel like I see Earthbound more frequently than I see Chrono Trigger. That's the reason why I'm saying I'm kind of aching for Chrono Triggers. I feel like I don't see it enough. I feel like I see Earthbound getting played by everybody. I do have Cross, too. And we do have a fully backwards compatible PS3, so we could do a PlayStation 1. I also have Vagrant Story, I have Vandal Hearts. I would like to get Vagrant Story 2. We have almost all of the Breath of Fire series. We have almost all the Wild Arms. We don't have like Wild Arms 5, and then like there's a weird mobile game. Like Wild Arms got weird. But we have like the good Wild Arms, I think 1 through 4. I know, yeah, these are all games that like A good chunk of them I beat, a good chunk of them I got like halfway through, some of them I've never touched, you know? Like, I'm really excited for Vagrant Story. Speaking of Final Fantasy XII and Final Fantasy Tactics, Vagrant Story takes place in Ivalice as well. It's from the same director, the same, like, mind behind the world of Ivalice, did Vagrant Story, and there's kind of some references there. Of course, none of the 3 games connect to each other, but, Final Fantasy XIV brings them all together, though. With, like, the Final Fantasy Tactics raid. What's up, baby? Suikoden I've never done, but I've heard really good things about. I did just recently get myself a Sega Saturn because I finally tracked down... I've been holding off on buying a Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn, for anybody who doesn't know, if you get into retro game collecting, Sega Saturn is the Warhammer minis of video game collecting. Everything's ridiculously expensive, harder than fuck to well, it's not harder than fuck to find Warhammer minis, but it's just like Sega Saturn's gonna sink you some fucking cash, and it's always been that way. Sega Saturn's always been that way. Even like when it was only like maybe like 5 to 6 years like out of production, like when they quit supporting it, and it had been 5 years. That's when it all started for Saturn. Prices started skyrocketing because for it being a competitor with the PlayStation 1, if you put your mindset that it's a PlayStation 1 basically, Sega Saturn's a phenomenal console. But as with everything else with Sega, there was some debacle in the way that they decided to try and advertise and push out products, and the 32X was right behind it. Sega CD didn't make any sense. There was a legacy of Sega fans losing trust and faith in Sega when they finally put out the Saturn. So it didn't get adopted. It was also too expensive. A bunch of issues that flopped the Saturn. But because of that, though, but at the Dreamcast, too, the Dreamcast was released far too quickly. I actually think the Dreamcast could have reborn Sega. I think it could have been I was gonna say the Nintendo Switch, but really Nintendo didn't really need any saving after the Wii U. But anyways, like, it could have been it could have saved them from all those goofy mistakes that they made. The Dreamcast really could have revived things. It just came out too early. People weren't ready for that shit. Not just consumers, developers weren't ready for the Dreamcast. But anyways, Sega Saturn, super expensive to invest in. So I did not buy a Sega Saturn until I knew my number one game on the Sega Saturn that I absolutely had to have. The game to start my Sega Saturn collection I could get my hands on. And then I would buy a Saturn. And that happened. Forget how long ago. It was this year. It was 2020. I saw it up there. Beautiful. One of my holy grails. Another phrase for those of you who don't do video game collecting. Holy grails are games that are really hard to track down and really expensive, and you rarely even see them in stores, let alone see them in stores and have the money to buy them. So, like, Steel Battalion was one of my holy grails. And then Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on the GameCube. That was one of my holy grails, right? There it is. Sitting there on the shelf. And they also had a Dreamcast in that day. And I said no. I walked away. Called the wife, and I was like, wife, this is a bummer. It was there. And she's like, what? And I'm like, it. Told her the name. And she's like, we got it? And I was like, no. I was like, it's too much. Too much money to buy that and a Saturn. And my phone speaker crackled with how loud she yelled at me. She told me to turn the fuck around, go back and get it. We've been hunting for that game for so long. Make sure you get it. Dragon Force on the Sega Saturn. That's the only thing that's up there in my Sega collection, my Saturn collection, is Dragon Force. Definitely want more games. And I know Suikoden has a lot of Saturn, right? Am I thinking the right ones? Or am I thinking Shinobi? There's a good RPG that is on the Sega Saturn in spades. And I'm not thinking Panzer Dragoon Saga. Fuck, if I ever own Panzer Dragoon Saga. Jesus Christ. Complete. Maybe I'm thinking of Grandia. Yeah. So Suikoden's all on PlayStation? Like PS1? Or did it probably jumped on a PlayStation 2 a little bit, I'm assuming? One, two, and three. Okay. What's this news here? So, like, news sites are finally confirming that the PlayStation 5 is not backwards compatible with PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. Which I knew, and it's like, you guys are just now finally, like, confirming it. But God, it's still a bummer, though, you know? Like, I really... See, Breath of Fire is really good, too. Breath of Fire blew my mind when I played it for the first time on Super Nintendo. And I remember thinking, wow, it actually matters what character you're playing, because one can charge through walls, one can get into the forest, one can fly over rivers. Like, that whole thing was just super freaking cool. Suikoden, let's take a look. It was Breath of Fire 1 on the Super Nintendo. It was the first one I played. But yeah, I got him over there. I got him in box, too. Breath of Fire 1 and 2. And then 3 and 4 are on the PlayStation 1. And then I think Breath of Fire 5 is like a PS2 game, and it was really weird. I remember somebody saying, like, don't even bother with Breath of Fire 5. Just don't even touch it. Just leave it alone. Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter on PlayStation 2, people apparently hated, which is also Breath of Fire 5 Dragon Quarter in Japan. And then there's Breath of Fire 6, which was a Japan-only, like, Android and iOS mobile game. And now the series is dead. Suikoden, PlayStation. And then 3, 4, 5 are PlayStation 2. Okay, so there's only 5 main entries to Suikoden. I've heard that 3 is the best. I have heard that before. And then they got a PSP re-release on Zinso Suikoden 1 and 2. And then there's some spin-offs. There's Suikoden Tactics. So 1 through 5 is all on the PlayStation and PlayStation 2. Let's go over to our pricing website and see what this is running. Suikoden, not for the Famicom. Let's splice this down just to US PlayStation. Complete box. Holy shit! I don't know if Suikoden 2 is gonna happen. Suikoden 1's doable. It's $70, but the Suikoden 2 is $300. That's pretty frickin' high. $300 for Suikoden 2 is ridiculously high. 3, 4, 5 in Tactics. 3 and 4 are $30, $40. Those aren't big deals. Tactics is $30. That's really cheap. Suikoden 5 is $142 complete in box. Yeah, that's Suikoden 2. Why is that price so high? I mean, that's beating a lot of, like, Mac Daddy game prices, without getting into... Okay. There has been something's happened recently. No. So historically, this game has it's got an $80 price tag historically. Something has happened at the end of March, beginning of April, that skyrocketed the price. This game has always sat around like $80 since 2007. In 2017, it drooped as low as $60, and then something happened. It's not necessarily COVID. I mean, that does line up with COVID, but usually when you see an upswing like this, well, I mean, we're seeing an upswing in all games right now. Like Pokemon's gone through the roof and shit like that. Like my Pokemon Platinum's $200 a pop. So that probably has a part to do with it. But usually when we see an upswing this big on it is because a content creator played it. So watch, I'll do this. YouTube Suikoden 2. And let's see here. Just show me the videos that got up in the past hour. Or past year. Past hour. Boop. Boop. We can't line it up with anything. It must be COVID. But Konami doesn't know anything about games anymore. But yeah, like, for example, a good example in there is Spike McFang. The Twisted Tales of Spike McFang. Nobody knows about this game, right? Like, it's not this, like, everybody gotta have Twisted Tales of Spike McFang. But in 2014, I think it was, the Game Grumps played it for Halloween, and they only played it for an hour, but they said good things about it. And they're like, man, this game's actually really cool. We should come back and play it. They never do. But the game goes from being a $30 game to $117 in 2014, and then it came back down to like a reasonable price tag, and it's slowly been increasing in value ever since, and now it still sits at like $110. That's because Game Grumps name dropped Spike McFang, so all of a sudden it skyrockets in price. Everybody wants to have it. Suikoden's always been expensive. Suikoden 2 has always been expensive, sitting at $80 for a long time, and then March of this year, skyrocketed. I'm going to chalk it up to probably COVID is what's given it that huge increase. I'd pay $100 for a game. I won't pay $300 though. That's too much. I'll wait for the market to bring that back down. Yeah, that's crazy. Can you get it on PlayStation Network, like, the whole series? Because I don't mind doing digital as well. That's not a big deal to me. Also, I'm hacking my PlayStation Classic, so, I mean, we could throw it on there, too. See, but then I could buy 3, 4, 5's kind of pricey, but I could grab that one. But that stops me from having to pay out the nose on, too. I guess I just haven't checked prices in a while since COVID. Let me see. What is some of my big boys going for? Okay, yeah, I made money on Dragon Force. I only paid $150 on Dragon Force. And May, June, July, and August, it's gone up in price. It's now like $300, so I doubled my value on that, which I don't care. I'm not going to sell, so. Like, God, if you needed to get rid of your game collection, now's the time to do it. Holy shit, my Breath of Fire is $110 now? Dude, just all games are up right now. 112 on Breath of Fire 2? Jesus. $60 on Breath of Fire 3, I bought that for $20. $80 on 4, I bought that for $20. I am blown away at prices right now. I am blown away at prices. This is crazy. Okay, my Chrono Trigger on DS is still at like $60. It's always been around there. Chrono Trigger complete in box is $422 now. Holy shit. We talking the Super Nintendo one? Super Mario RPG? God, I love that game. That's one of my favorites. Super Mario RPG in box, $207. Just the cart's $54. $60 for just the cart is good. That's what like Super Metroid sets at year round. Like Super Metroid and Super Mario RPG and like Link to the Past, those games just never fluctuate in price. Link to the Past is usually around like $40 just because so many of them are in circulation. But Mario Brothers RPG and Super Metroid, they don't have quite that Zelda circulation, and of course nothing has that like Mario All-Star circulation. But those two always sit at like $60 to $70. Yeah, I know what version you sent me to. Yeah, and I forget to remind people that, but one of the... So, Fast Break Jake and Bong Druid always have been some of the biggest contributors to the stream. But not to be in the shadow of those is Goat Slayer. Because while Goat Slayer may not have the bits or the gifted sub tally boards down below like those two fucking crazy son of bitches have, his game donations have been unmatched. I'm trying to pull up which ones you sent. These game prices are blowing my fucking mind. Okay. Right now I'm suffering an internet disconnect. You guys... Like, we're still live. I'm not dropping frames. Everything's fine, but... as far as the stream's concerned, but... CenturyLink and this whole, like, we fucked up the IPs of the world thing. It's crazy. All right, so those... Kingsfield 1 on the PlayStation 1. So, when you sent it to me, it was back in 2018, I think. It was the long box. It was a long hard box, too. So when I punched it into my catalog, it was at $47. Kingsfield for the PlayStation 1, it's at $59 right now. $59.45. Oh no, the long box is $75 right now. $75. It's $75, so that almost doubled in price. And I think the other one that you sent me was Kingsfield: The Ancient City on PlayStation 2. Let me double check. I really want to start working on my PS2 collection. Yeah, Kingsfield: The Ancient City, which was at $41 when you sent it. It's now at $50.56. I don't know why I'm bother updating the prices right now, because they're gonna fluctuate like crazy. Yeah, thanks again, man. Like adding stuff to the collection and stuff that I can stream. Those are the contributions to the stream that I love the most. Like my top 4 favorite things that like has come out of this streaming experience was Well, Bong Druid doing the Frame Meister, because that makes all of our retro game stuff doable. And then Kingsfield. And then Belly sending me Rome. I forget the name of that game, Fall of Rome or whatever it was, that PS2 game that he really liked. It was cool to like play a game that he... Yeah, I'm on Kingsfield. Or on a pricing chart, yeah. Yeah, I use pricing chart, and then there's another site called Game Value Now. They sometimes have some different prices. Kingsfield long box on Game Value Now. Here, I might as well pull this up for you guys. Let's listen to some tunes. But this is another good one. Shows you like averaging price for Kingsfield long box, but look at this right here, 95, 75, 77 for those two. Kind of absurd. But here's what I was talking about, right? Like, watch this. The long box was at 318. I got it right here. That's new. That's new. That's with the saran wrap's still on. But if you look at CIB or complete in box, which is what you sent, it was at 75. We just picked up Drakengard recently on the PlayStation 2. That jumped up to $48. We picked up Drakengard 2. That's up to $72. We need to get Drakengard 3, which is only $20. We ought to just grab that bad boy. But Drakengard, that was a game. That was a game. Oof. I really had a lot of fun with that one. It didn't age great, though. But yeah, check this out, though. Pokemon Platinum. Watch this shit. Pokemon Platinum on the Nintendo DS, $105. Of course, with DS games, you shop complete in box. Look at this. Look at that thing skyrocket. Yeah, retro games are on a rise right now. So let's see what Earthbound's going for. It's up at 300. It's always been like $100, $200 game. Loose. Let's see what its complete in box price is now. 1,120. Because if it's complete box, you get that guide with it, which is dope. Let's see, Link to the Past on Super Nintendo is going for 110. What's of all my Zeldas, I wonder which one actually goes for the most, because there's the Zelda Collector's Edition, which was the GameCube thing. That's only $69. And then I got Ocarina Collector's Editions, $202. That's not bad. Yeah, games are just on the upswing right now. What's Steel Battalion complete in box? Which I technically have it. I don't actually have the big box, but I have everything that goes in the box. But I usually take about 20% off because I don't have the cardboard for it. But that's at $303. So it'd be like, you know, like $260 or so for all that. I don't think what else is in there that's really good in the collection. Oh, okay. Let's see what Path of Radiance is going for now, complete in box. $236. Oh, shit, man. I'm glad that I got the majority of my Holy Grails out of the way before COVID hit, man. I think I spent, well, so, okay, honest to God, Fire Emblem was technically free for me because I had a bunch of board games that I was paring down. and I traded them all into Bookman's. So I spent store credit on it. But I didn't pay a dime for Path of Radiance, but I did get it for $80 in store credit. Which is a killer deal compared to like $255 now. Woo! That's crazy. Well, alright, there we go. There's our little video game collecting thing. But anyways, yeah, I want to start collecting for the Saturn more. It's just like, ugh. After seeing those prices, I'm definitely going to wait on collecting on the Saturn. It was already too expensive. Bunch of free money and stuff for beating bosses and stuff. Ancient Mon of Mystery. What's up, Donzo? Yeah, still Final Fantasy 12. Still plucking away at 12. We're gonna have a huge undertaking when it comes to tactics. Are you guys ready for that? Are you guys ready for everything that's gonna be Final Fantasy Tactics? I'm gonna try and not farm as much as possible. I'm going to try. I'm going to try and leave the really boring farming off stream. He's hiding now? What'd you do to your poor brother? Well, I mean, like, when I'm doing, like, the hardcore farming, like, we'll probably go back and, like, when we find, like, the secret items on the levels with the treasure finder ability and stuff like that, I want all that to be streamed. But when I'm hitting those, and that will grind you a little bit right there, but, like, when I hit those points where I'm gonna just, like, work on the same party for, like, 100 matches in a row, I don't want to do that off sleep, or off stream. That's where he sleeps? He sleeps in a camper? What is going on, Donzo? Do you guys need help? Alright, let's see here. So yay, we picked up a bunch more. Picked up a bunch more hunts. Don't know how many of them I'm gonna do unless this guide's like, yo, you can get a Waka Waka Bazooka 3,000 if you do that. You know what I mean? Oh god, this guy scared the shit out of me. I didn't know why he was down here. Ah! Okay. Okay, so many of these hunts can be completed right now. Having Redis in your party can be extremely helpful. Man, these things about the hunts, like... see what the rewards are. like 3 grand in gil and 2 elixirs. Yeah, like, yeah, fuck off with that. A demon shield and Zeus mace, which, like... I mean, the demon shield might be worth it. Aegis shield and then demon shield? Okay. Magic evade, huh? Ever play PS2, Zig? Yes, I played a ton of Phantasy Star Online too. Sounds good, Mountain Dew. Yeah, I played a lot of PS2. Played a lot of it offline with my buddies. And then not too long ago, we actually jumped on one of the private servers that are still up, and we played a lot of PSO2 with the community. Do we want the shield? It gives us 7 more points to evade. Nah. I don't need it. Alright, the Black Sorcerer. Let's take a look there. Nope. 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 Alright, I'm feeling good about this. Is the shield better than what I'm using? A little bit. PSO2 is free on Steam? Oh, you're not talking Phantasy Star Online Episode 2. You're talking actual Phantasy Star 2. I see. No, I haven't played that yet. No, you good. No sweat. Alright, so we could go fight Gilgamesh. I haven't even fought him the first time. And we need to do that so that we can fight him the second time. But apparently if we set up the ability to steal, we can steal Genji equipment from Gilgamesh. Kind of a big deal. Genji shield, Genji gloves the first time we fight him. And then Genji helm, Genji armor. I'm torn right now, like really torn. I want the Genji equipment. I want it. I want it, guys. We're going on an adventure. We're gonna go steal the Genji set. We're gonna do it. Okay, also, I mean, we gotta show Gilgamesh, right? Every time Gilgamesh has been in one of the Final Fantasy games, we've shown him off. Sounds good, bud. Have a good one. I mean, what kind of Final Fantasy challenge would it be if I didn't show Gilgamesh? Right? Right? No clue who he is. Oh, Gilgamesh is like one of the like ever returning characters of Final Fantasy. He's always like this badass, like wandering warrior samurai fucking dude, and he always has like a whole bunch of weapons on him, and he's real rad. He's real rad. So let's see here. What does it say about us doing this quest? You require the Site 11 key for the Lushu mines, which can be obtained at the Hunter's Camp on the Fawn Coast after completing... Oh... And wasted a teleport. The Fawn Coast. We need Site 11 key. Okay, at the Hunter's Camp, there's a beach, it's on the beach. Okay. Is it over here on the other beach? Maybe. Dude, come on. Where is it? Here's in the Hunter's Camp next to the fallen Bajurban NPC. Yeah, but where is that guy? Fallen Bajurban. 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 Bon Burja. Blah 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 blah. Who are you? I mean, this looks like somebody who's fallen, right? I have done the antlion quest, and the kid dropped the key down into the thing. So I did that. I don't know where this fallen Bajurban is. Game Hunter. There it is. Could have gave me a little bit more information. Alright, so I got the key. First battle takes place in the Tashe Span. Warp into the Lushu Mines. The orange safe crystal that you warp to is in Transit Way 2 right beside the Tashe Span. Make sure you're prepared. Alright. I could use more teleport stones. If there was a way to get more teleport stones in the game consistently, that'd be real freaking sweet. Alright, let's save it. There's 80.3, 80.5 hours. Alright, so we're gonna go this way. And I ain't too worried about it. What I'm gonna do, though... Who can use steel? Nah, Giant's home. Okay. She's cool. Alright, we're gonna give it a whirl. Here we go. He should show up right here.
Now we fight.
Okay. Duly noted. Alright. Alright, so here's something that's important. We can steal the Genji shield once he reaches 40%, and we can steal the Genji gloves once he hits 20%. Once you reach the 40 and 20% mark, you should switch all your characters from attacking to stealing as the primary move against Gilgamesh until the items are stolen. Okay. I like that. I dig that. Let's turn on the battle. We might have to pop back out so that she has the chance to do all this stuff. Alright, so this is her, like, boss fight strategies, and then I turn those off when she's not in a boss fight. Balthair and Fran both have the ability to steal, so we're going to switch their stuff to steal. But the way that we know that he's at 40 and 20% health is he shows off a new sword when he reaches 80, 60, 40, and 20%. So, his first sword, we don't do anything. Second sword, we don't do anything. Third sword, we start stealing for the Genji shield. On the fourth sword, we start stealing for the Genji gloves. Let's take the doge out.
Fools, you face the mightiest swordsman in all Ivalice. You face me, Gilgamesh! Long have I sought the blade of legend. Scoured have I the furthest marches, east and west. And now my search brings me here, to you. Your weapons are forfeit to me.
Okay. Was that him showing off the first sword? God damn, dude. Redis is a badass. Look at him hit him with 2 swords.
I fought worse.
That's Bustard's sword. That's Cloud's sword. What are you doing? Alright, so that's 1. Wait a minute, no, that's 2. I'm calling that 2 for sure. Because he's got the gunblade out.
I fought worse.
So then, are we on 3? The third attack action. Okay, so now let's try it, baby. Switching Balthier to steel. Switching her to steel. And then we're going to turn off her ability to attack. In theory, we should be doing no more damage until we steal the Genji shield. Couldn't steal, couldn't steal. Couldn't steal, couldn't steal. I'm watching that text box like crazy. What about the guest? I just turned off the guest too. He can't steal though, or I would have had him stealing too. Can steal, can steal. Genji shield. Stolen. Push him into that 20% mark. Give me the cinematic, bro.
I fought worse.
These are all sword references to different swords throughout the series. That's cool. The swords that we've been seeing, there was the Buster Sword. Before that, though, he had the revolver. He pulled out the revolver, which was from Final Fantasy VIII. And then he pulled out, or a Callan from Final Fantasy IX, Zidane's weapon. And then that, I don't know what that sword's supposed to be. That sun sword that he got. Alright, so turn him off. Steel, move him back to steel. And now we're holding out for the Genji gloves. A lot of text up there. what that was supposed to do, but... Okay, hold on. Ash, I need you... Need you to dispel him. And it needs to be a pretty high priority for you. Sounds good, Don.
This sword I wield is no counterfeit.
The sword I wield is no counterfeit? And still for... Okay, I think I got everything I needed. I think I just got the Genji shield. And I got the gloves. Improves chance of scoring multiple hits. I love putting full Genji on one character, but most likely I'll be giving the Genji to Ninja Boy there. Okay, but the shield and the gloves have been gotten. Vault the air. Switch to attacks. Fuck him up. And when Ash has the MP to burn through, we're invincible. Alright, I kind of love Genji, or Gilgamesh in this. He's kind of amazing. I'm kind of glad we did this quest. Oh, shit. See, this game's like, make sure that you've done the Antlion quest before you do this, because you need to be able to have the key to do it. And then later in the same guide, it's like, oh, you need to make sure you've done this quest too. Like, come on. Like, you could have helped me, like, double down on these hunts, man. I didn't talk to the petitioner, so we're not gonna get a 2-for-1 special on this. Is the quest reward for Diablos particularly good? It's Demon Shield, but we just got Genji Shield, so now it's useless. Not worth, not doing it. Travel west from that location. Let's keep us on fleeing as to save the mana. Okay. What are you talking about? Travel west. You'll have to go through the locked gate on the northern wall of Site 9 to get into Site 11, unless you've unlocked it on the previous quest. How do I... How do I operate the... Maybe that switch right there. No, this doesn't make any sense. What's up, MP? How you doing? We're getting a pillage going? Is that what we're doing? Alright, let's see here. I've been on a bad streak of luck lately. Let's see if I can finally win one. Okay, so this right here might be what it's talking about. Okay. Now we're making sense out of things. Let's go. I have tried Fall Guys. Pretty fun. It's a good time. It's like insanely popular now, and it's beyond just having fun now. People have tried to make it all serious and shit. But I did see the Viking skin they announced for Season 2. Might have to get it. I might have to get it. It's Will Crossblade, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Like, Fortnite, even if it's got Viking stuff, I don't even want it. Even now that they got Thor out in it, too, you know? Hey, I survived that one. 37 gil. Golden skull cap, huh? Pretty good raise in magic power there. Oh, the overly populative. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, that is exactly like... Yeah. I don't think it's quite Fortnite big, but yeah, definitely the same thing's happening now. Which, I don't know, it's not like I'm trying to say, like, I can only play, like, underground, not super, well-known video games. I only play games that people haven't heard of. I'm not saying that, it's just... When you get a game, like, super popular, then, like, there's this meta, and there's, like, a competitive level that you just cannot escape. You're just not allowed to play the game casually anymore. Every interaction has to be MLG. I mean, and the game's designed from the ground up to be casual and chill, and not that, but it's getting there now. The nice thing is, though, is like you can't care too much because there's so much RNG. Yeah, there's some skill in there too that makes it interesting, but it's not so much skill and so much strategy that it matters, you know? You still very much can get a win just on luck. That's cool. Yeah, Fall Guys, good time. Okay, so where did this spit us out? Yeah, I got it free with PlayStation Plus. Yeah. Which was such a surprise. Oh. Got extremely frustrated with it. I had to see what was in here. It's a dragon whisker. I give it a run tomorrow. Nice. I'm kind of excited that we got a focus now, you know? Like, we're all buckled in and just head down Final Fantasy until we're done. No, don't ride that cart, no. Yeah, it looks like it's a quick way out, which is nice, but I don't want to do that right now, though. Nothing in here? Come on, you have a little, like, offshoot secret room and there's nothing in there? Alright, there's the map. Okay. Nice. I think I want to start rocking Protect guy. And let's check this chest. Glimmering robes, nice. Okay, so that's all good. I didn't even realize. White mask, huh? Yeah, let's do it. And then let's clean up a little. Nice. All right. Got a weapon upgrade for both the air while we were using them. That's kind of cool. Okay. Okay, very interesting. We got like a off the map path over there. All right. Massive strength loss there. Mage Power Shishnak? Shishak? Oh, God. I'm tired. Also, getting really hungry, too. Cool.
How long I've waited.
Okay.
Gilgamesh fights again!
Okay, so let's take a look. 100% to 60 is high potion. X potions. Where's Dispel? There it is. Alright, I think we're good. Why will this dog not die, dude? It's so dumb. It's been at, like, fucking 0 health for, like, an eternity. He just hit it again! I don't understand why the dog refuses to die. This is ridiculous. Okay. This I hate because it's like... You gotta sit here and do this dumb dance waiting for it to allow you to swap a party member out. Okay, now he's stopped. Still using telekinesis, goddamn. Okay, is there an... There's not an item that removes disable. Alright, I'm working on it. I'm pulling it out of the gutter. Wait. Shit. That's the problem. That's why this all fell apart. We dropped decoy at some point. I'm not seeing it in here. Am I blind? No, it's not in here. I accidentally fucked up and then, like, we just... That's what I was saying earlier about, like, it's kind of lame that, like, decoy is absolutely 100% critical to gameplay. Because I accidentally took off the whole thing, and the entire process just fell apart. And I'm just now getting it built back up.
That was merely a test of your strength, mortals. A prelude, if you will. The real contest begins now.
Okay.
I.e., your weapons are as good as mine.
Get decoy up on him now. There we go. So that should be the 60 mark. We got our tier 1, we're in tier 2. I think that's Zidane's weapon. Sounds good, Donzo.
Sword shimmer. Sword shimmer.
Okay, he's just spamming it. It's still a high potion. God damn. Alright, this should be his 40 to 20%, so this is the helm right here. This is the helm we need. Right. She just got the helm right off the bat. Nice. Alright, so now we just need to DPS him down to... %20. No, we're still going Genji. Still gotta go Genji.
Sword shimmer.
Does that kill Fran? Nope, it went after Bosch. Come on. It's just like he does sleep, he does stop, he does disable, like he does so many different like knockouts. It's like, why put on a piece of equipment that will stop him from doing that? Because he'll just use a different one that I don't have an equipment for. Like, that's why I need ribbon, you know what I mean? And I'm just not getting any heals over here? This is ridiculous.
Sword shimmer.
That's gonna kill Fran. Okay. I've looked a million times. There's not an item that turns off disable. This is just... status effects are an add-on to gameplay because it's another thing to manage. When you give me something that I cannot manage, it's no longer gameplay. It's just a detractor from gameplay. And now they're right back into disabled. I didn't want to have to fucking do this, but this is stupid. Like, I wanted to save the mana, but... just gotta hope we survive this. There goes one. Now she's back among the living.
Sword shimmer!
Okay, so who does this kill? Take your pick, asshole. Jesus. Waste of a heal. But she dies right afterwards. Okay, it is critical that decoy get cast on Bosch right this second.
Quake, mortals! You face the blade of legend!
Okay. I just, like, switched things over. And they ignored it.
Face my wrath!
It cannot end us.
What am I looking for here? The armor? I haven't been able to watch, so I don't know if he's got it. Oh my god, he just hits so freaking hard. Hey. Okay, please stop wasting all this mana and disable him so... Dispel him, I mean. I'm just sitting here watching him go into cutscenes nonstop. Like, do it the first time, but after that, man. Fuck's sake. Dispel. Like, it's the absolute most important thing.
It cannot end us.
Raising the guest is actually becoming like a massive problem. I don't have the time to raise the entire frickin' party and then start healing. But I think I'm starting to stabilize. He's ran out of people to attack, so that he somehow came back around to Bosch, which actually can tank him. Alright. You got it. God, that was like pulling teeth, man. Alright. It's all cake from here on out. Might have to toss one more elixir to get out of the fight, but... See how Bosch goes down, and then immediately Redis goes down, and then immediately, like, the rest of the party falls apart? Yeah, I think I like the idea of decoy being much higher than that. We can't survive if you're not attacking Bosch. Bottom line. It's gonna hurt. That was a super hard fight. It was super hard. But rewarding. I'm glad we did it. The Sword of Legend. It appears to be an ordinary Sword of Legend. Masamune, huh? Let me turn that off on you. Stop eating ethers, damn it. Like we're out of ethers. All right, Masamune. That's a big deal. That's a big deal right there. See, that drops his magic power too much and his speed. I don't like that. Yeah. That's gonna be it right there. Ordinary Sword of Legend, it says. Alright, guys. We're going to take a quick break. Get up, use the restroom, all that jazz, and we'll be right back. Let's put that in a different corner. There we go. Alright, don't go nowhere.